Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a Reddit video, so let's get started. Right, we are here on the Geoguessr Reddit page. We're going to have a look, see what's going on, and basically see what all the fuss is about. So let's do this. Starting off, someone has posted there around here. I was having the best run I've ever had, and then I got Russia at the end. Oh, that was a very good run. 4 9s on every round, and then that. Wow, that hurts. Although it looks like they were all like in Central Europe, so not sure what was happening there. But very impressive score up to that point. But we've all been there. We've all been there. Russia is a hard place. I guess if in doubt, Moscow it out is the answer there. Capital it out. Any tips for South America as a whole? When I normally get close with every other continent, can distinguish certain regional indicators. However, South America, I get really confused and tend to lose a plethora of points. The best and most important tip is the Google car for South America. So if you've got a white Google car, you're looking at Chile, Bolivia, Peru. Black Google car, you're thinking Argentina, Uruguay, Peru. Brazil with the orangey soil colour. Bolivia, use a lot of like the red brick houses, the dusty landscape. Chile, it's rare to find a lot of brick houses. So if you're seeing more like mud shacks or sort of houses not made out of brick, you could think Chile. There's a lot of information. Plunkett.net will be your best friend. Colombia, you've got the yellow license plates. You've got the stubby car antenna that is Mexico, Colombia, Ecuador, Brazil. So you could use that. Flags, obviously. You see a lot of flags in these areas. If you see like thick white signposts, you think Bolivia or Uruguay normally. So there's a few little tips. But yeah, Plunkett.net will be your best friend once you've had a look at that. Is removing copyright meta in the realm of possibility? I don't know. Interesting. I mean, I'm not at a point where I know how to use copyright. I need to start learning it. So we'll see what people say about this one, maybe. I was watching a YouTube video today of 2 Geoguessr pros playing duos. I only watched a couple of rounds because one of the pros was just calling out copyrights every round. And it seemed like what was actually in the photo was almost irrelevant to him. I realise half the game is knowing metas from how Google has chosen to cover the countries, but while Calmata and CamGem will always be part of the game, it's objectively better off minimising those metas as much as possible. Very true. Very true. Let's see what the comments were here. There might be. There is like a server you can use that removes metas. Like there's a site you can go on for all the Geoguessr metas that are possible. I can't remember what it's called. I think Rainbow talks about it in one of his vids. Oh, but yeah, the point is the copyright's there because of Google having the ownership, isn't it? So, oh, a script that adds fake copyrights to throw you off. That could be a good idea. Or that, like, scrambles them or something, maybe. But I guess you just got to learn it. I guess that's the answer there. Oh my goodness, what is this? How to know which European language you're reading. What? What? I don't even recognise some of these flags. What am I looking at? Right, so you start up here, it says start here, and if you see a lowercase b, a lowercase v, a capital R and a capital G, is that all of them or one of them? So say you do see them, you go yes, it's a C with a hat, an arrowhead, yes, you go this way, yes, 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 you've got a flag that I don't know, no, oh what are the, oh this is confusing. Yes, 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 no, no. You're in Slovenia, Czechia, Lithuania, Latvia. I mean, this is useful to start looking at what countries' origins are similar in terms of language. But, like, look how closely related, like, Sweden, Norway, Denmark is. This is so hard to read, though. I'd almost need to edit out some of the irrelevant ones. I mean, I could do that. Maybe I could do that. Wow, how confusing. But someone could simplify this because you don't need all of them. There might be simpler ones out there. You could have a look. Wow, that is interesting though. Imagine you learnt this off by heart. I thought that these high-pitched roofs in Indonesia are only in Sumba, but I got these on Far East Nusa on Alor Island. So basically we're talking about these high pointy roofs. I don't think it's only Sumba. I think I've seen these like Bali, Lombok area, and I think I've seen them in the Nooses as well. But you're definitely thinking Java region, I think, as far as I'm aware. I mean, we can fact check this one. That's not a problem. Right, I've called up our favourite website. I've just got to scroll down through some of the metas to get to the right section. Aha, so this is what we're talking about. You can find these distinct roofs with uniquely high-pitched peaks on Sumba. Maybe it's trying to say they're more peaked. I think you can see them anywhere because there are different types of peaked roofs. Do you know what I mean? Like, you got to be cautious. Not everything is 100%. Like, these are high-pitched and they're all over. So I think you got to be cautious with that one. But yes, it should be Sumba. But I think I've seen them on the Nooses as well. So I guess that's one to watch out for. What if Geoguessr was set on another planet? I've been working on Locator, a Geoguessr-inspired detective game where you track down a missing archaeologist, and I'd love to get your feedback. That sounds like fun. That could be a good idea for us. I might come back to that. Okay. That could be a good video. How do I differentiate between Australia and New Zealand? I always get stuck between these two. I know Australia tends to be a little drier, but I can never fully tell them apart. Okay. So you can look for possum guards on poles. They tend to be more found like on every pole in New Zealand and only rarely in Australia. Those are the silver sheets of metal that wrap around the poles to stop possums climbing them. New Zealand is basically Ireland but nicer. So if it's like sunny weather but it looks like Ireland, you want to go New Zealand. Lots of sheep, lots of fences, lots of grassy fields, rolling grassy hills, that sort of thing. Obviously it's a lot smaller. So if you're looking at an area that's like a vast landscape, you're less likely to be in New Zealand. New Zealand has the Southern Alps running down the South Island. So if you see like extreme hills and mountains, it's probably New Zealand. It's a lot more tropical and green and lush than Australia is. The Australian cities are bigger. There are specific signposts you can look for. Like if the signposts are yellow, you're probably in Western Australia. They've got different poles. The green poles, wooden telephone pole, they tend to be, or power line poles, tend to be Australia. You can learn Australian license plates. You can learn Australian bus stops. That will help. I think the town signs and the signs are different. I think Australia is like green, but New Zealand is like white with green text, I think. But again, Plunkett.net is your best friend. Most difficult Indonesian round. It tells you it's Indonesia, you got flags galore, and I'm assuming it has the Kabupaten written on here as well, so you should be able to find where you are very easily. I still need to learn the Kabupaten, but I think everything you need is in this one image, which is interesting. What a round to get, eh? What a round. Where would you go here? Oh, okay. We can have a look at this. Where would I go? It kind of looks like Romania. I think we're driving on the left based on the blur. Where's the sun? Yeah, I think we're in the north. It looks like a Romania or a Turkey. Something like that. Maybe like a Lithuania? No. Bulgaria, Romania would be my guess. Especially as you see a metal pylon there. Those are rarer and smaller countries. It could also be like a Spain. But these sort of bobbly hills over here are unusual. Something like that. Let's see what they've written. I guess Eastern Russia, based on general vibes, and the wide sandy road. Even though I figured it was wrong, and it was. Oh yes, it was very wrong. Where was it? Oh, Israel. Fair. Fair. I guess you could probably learn the pole, use the sun direction. Very interesting Israel though. You tend to not see the agricultural fields as much. But interesting one for sure. Geography teacher looking for advice. Hello all, hope you're well. I'm a geography teacher from the UK and I'm hoping to host a Geoguessr tournament for 18 different high schools across the north of England. Oh, I love this. Like, when I went to school, geography sucked, right? They were like, let's learn about different types of sands. Let's learn what a spit is. Let's learn about tectonic plates. And everyone was like, I don't care. I want to learn cultural stuff and learn about flags. But they didn't do any of that. So it's so cool to see that they're doing this. My idea was for each high school to host their own tournament, find the best team, then for the best 18 teams to have a final tournament to decide the best. But I need some help and advice. Even though I love Geoguessr, I'm not an experienced user. My question is, what do you think would be the best way to go about doing this? Will one subscription cover all the schools? Would each school need a subscription? Will each team need a subscription? I don't know much about the subs, but I think each account you use needs a subscription. So, might get expensive. But you'd have to look into the subs option for that. But you could contact Geoguessr about it. They might let you do it. I don't know. My opponent guessed Copenhagen. Oh dear. Oh my god. This is an interesting round. Very interesting. Those mountains are insane. I wouldn't say Copenhagen was the one. Maybe slightly too mountainous. But a very interesting round. I mean, I can't really see much because I can't zoom in. My first thought was it looked like Chile, but obviously it's not. I don't think. You'd have to go somewhere with the mountains. It almost looks like Spain, Andorra vibes. But I guess with these mountains, you'd probably just go Switzerland. But this is a unique one. I'd have to look around a bit, I think. But like the houses in the back feel quite alpine. I wonder where everyone has guessed. Let's see what the comments are saying. Maybe they thought it was a tsunami. Innsbruck, Austria. Yeah, so Switzerland, we wouldn't have been that far off. Not bad. Is there a pole? Did I miss a pole? I did. I missed a pole. I can see the poles now. Austria is the one. No way I would have guessed this. Oh, well, looking at the cabin, you'd probably think like, you have to go Scandinavia here, I think. You got the red cabin, the pointy trees, a dirt road, and the snow pole. But this pole looks Australian because it's green, and it does have a bit of an Aussie vibe to it. / New Zealand. I've got a farming community, but the guide wires are weird, and the truck license plate, I almost thought it was yellow for a second, but I think it's just white. But you can't trust big trucks like this. You'd have to go Norway, wouldn't you? Probably. Like a rural road, Norway, Sweden. What's the verdict? Yeah, we got a Finnish. Sisu is a Finnish truck brand. Well, there's a new bit of clue info for you. I can't quite see it saying Sisu, but maybe they could zoom in. It is southern Finland. Yeah. It was pretty obvious to me with the snow pole, but the type of truck is slightly American. Makes sense. What else have we got here? Feels like I'm going to have to take a hot guess here. Oh my god, they found a fire on Street View. Wow. That's not what you want to see. Geez, someone's entire house is burning down. Oh my goodness. I hope everyone was okay. Where would you have gone? I went Botswana. Oh yeah, it does look like Maun. That would have been my first thought. This could be a max North Colo. It could be like a North Peru or a Chile, I guess. Where's the sun? Yeah, we're in the south, I think, by the looks of it. But I would have gone Botswana, Maun area, definitely. Especially with the stick fences. But there's a world where this could be Mexico, like right on the edge of Yucatan, or more north, near Monterey. There's a few different options, really. You'd want to look at the car. What's the coverage? 2023? Few options. What was the verdict? Maun. Doesn't seem like anyone actually put the answer in, but Botswana's not a bad shout, but they are right in that curved roads tend to be more common for not Botswana, they tend to be straighter. That's a good question. Question about ranked map distribution. I've just started playing the ranked mode of Geoguessr and I'm getting very sick of the map placement always being in capitals and large cities. I'm currently Silver 1, about to get Gold 3. Do the locations become more varied at this level? If not, when can I play some actually interesting games? I wonder what people have said. Yes, the locations will get better. The locations will change. It has a variety of maps depending on your rank. That's interesting. So when you're playing in Bronze to Silver, you just get the world. So we know that's big cities, a lot of America, Canada. Bronze to Silver 1 is the world. Sorry, Gold is an official world. Masters an official world for moving games. and Geoguessr Saturday for non-moving and NMPZ. So we play Geoguessr Saturday, and the same for Champion. Interesting. The map does change and get harder. Domains in alphabetical order. That could be helpful for some people, but there are websites that have that as well, so not the only place you can look, but definitely very helpful. I feel like there's a few more than that though. Maybe those are only the ones in the game. Useful. Did they change gold? It appears like I can only do 10 no move, 10 move games now. No, you can still play as much as you like. That's just to get your ranking now, which has just recently changed. Oh, someone's offered a new playlist for background sounds. That's useful. In this week, someone's got a complaint. Let's read this. It sounds like something that happens to me. In this week, I've played about 10 games and won them all with a total of plus 28 ELO points. All of them, you only got 28. Just now, I lost one game with one bad guess in no move and minus 26 points. All of them have been 100 to 300 ELO lower than me. That's how ELO system works? Well, yeah, but a good system wouldn't constantly match you with people that are significantly lower unless you're the top 0.1% and there's no one else left. That's not wrong. Well, yes, but I wouldn't want to be facing much lower rated player than I am. Previously, it worked just fine and I faced other players that are about the same level as I was. Well, I do have the issue where I keep getting someone that's a lot higher than me. I often have the same. I'm ranked 1/150 and often get sub 1/100. That's not a big difference at all. For me, it's like hundreds of points difference. I often have the same. I'm ranked around 1/150 and often get sub 1/100 opponents who then get a better guess on a rural, no information, 5 times multi-round and poof, minus 20 ELO. Yeah, you're likely on mobile. Well, no, they know if they're on mobile or not. It's PC, 100%. I agree with that one. A guide to region guessing Indonesia, area codes and postcodes. As in the case of place names, which are helpful learning in the hundreds of Indonesian Kabupaten, area codes and postcodes are worth learning to some extent, yet rarely mentioned in most guides. This map shows the first 3 digits of Indonesian codes according to this page. Ooh, I don't think I've looked at this much. That's the first 3 digits. Mobiles starting with 08 are not restricted to any region. The Great Jakarta area code 021 is even sometimes used by businesses outside Java. Indonesian postcodes generally follow a pattern that's easy to learn. As shown on the map, postcodes of Jakarta are ordered counterclockwise. So you've got like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. That's useful. They're rarely mentioned because they're very rarely useful. Japan sucks. I feel like Japan looks pretty similar everywhere and it's a big country. In addition, getting random nature spots without cars or buildings can fool you into thinking it's the US. Japan is a very hard country, but again, if you open Plunkett.net and you look at Japan, oh man, there is 1 million ways you can start to identify regions. There is electricity poles, guide wires, stickers on signposts, metal plates on pylons, there's triangles drawn on the floor, there are 100 ways, pole tops, literally. Start learning some of them. There's roof design, roof architecture, different types of bollards, the list goes on and on. So if you're struggling with Japan, memorize that Plunkett page and you'll be in the best position to master Japan. Plunkett.net. I'm planning to play Geoguessr with a 4th grade class and was wondering where I could get an easy map. Ooh, famous places could be fun, but 4th graders might struggle. You probably want just an obvious one like a capital city map or like a only famous landmarks map to start to get them used to the idea. Suggestions on which countries to master and how to do so. So I've been playing Geoguessr on and off for about 2-ish months, give or take. I've come to the point where I can satisfactorily identify the country I'm in when I'm dueling in no-move games, but as far as for region guessing where I am, all hell breaks loose for me. I was there, I feel you, I feel your pain. I want to get to that point where I take countries one at a time and slowly get to a point I can give respectable region guesses. Anyways, just got to cut to a chase. From context, I'm from North America, and I want to master a country that's doable and expand my knowledge from there. Australia came to mind. Yeah, Australia and New Zealand are where I started actually. I found them quite easy. Plunkett.net. Plunkett.net is your best friend. So check that out. Am I legally bound to my teammate in ranked team duels? I clicked find a random teammate for my team duel ranked games. He now never shows up when I found a friend who wants to play. I cannot seem to cut ties with the random teammate, nor make a new team, even if it has switch teams button. Anyone know how I can have my friend? You'll be prosecuted and arrested if you're caught playing with another player. I don't know, I think the game needs some work on that element. It's very new, give it some time. I'm a returning player and I'm disappointed. That's not what we like to hear. I discovered Geoguessr from my brother watching XQC play it back in 2022. I never knew there was a game like it, tried it out, got hooked immediately, even buying a yearly subscription just to keep playing and support the game. I still remember when there's like a 15-minute time limit playing for non-subscribed players. So anyway, decided to take a break November 2023 when I started getting busy at work, going back January 2024, before taking a break again 2 weeks later. Now I've started playing. I noticed I need a subscription to play single and classic maps, which got me very disappointed. What made Geoguessr make that decision? I know there's some cosmetic stuffs in there, but that's a separate thing. It's the price of Google Maps API. It's a shame, isn't it? Oh, there's my post. Oh my god, it's got a lot of up likes. Let's see what's going on here. What have people replied? Someone asked, why is Ukraine missing? Because Ukraine doesn't have an actual bollard. It uses the Polish ones on the border, but there's, from what I could see, there's no set bollard. So I only wanted to put on there ones that are like confirmed, basically. I made this. I put this on Geoguessr. It's done very well. It's got 651 up likes, which is really cool. So I just thought I'd read the comments. One day I'll remember bollard and roadline law. Roadline law is pretty easy, I swear. It can be. Never seen or heard of a blue bollard in Slovakia. What the fuck is that? This one here is what they're talking about. This one is one of their bollards that you see in Czechia. So these three here are Czechoslovakia, hence why they're kind of covering both countries. This is the standard one, so the front and the back. However, this blue one is normally around bridges, but you can see it and it's really obvious, hence why I put it in there, because it is set to those countries. If you have a look on Plunkett.net, it will show you. So I've just loaded into Plunkett here to look at Czechia for you, and here you go, the three types of bollards. So bollards in Czechia have double orange reflectors, so they've got these two horizontal stripes as opposed to a vertical one, very unique to Slovakia and Czechia. And the single white one on the back that's quite short. There are also rarer blue and red variants. So if I just click on the red variant as well, there is another one like this. The blue ones, I think, are... yeah, I think they're like on bridges or around areas like that. So, yeah. It is a thing. It is a thing. It is quite rare, but it is a thing. There are also yellow ones and red ones, but I'm currently too lazy to look for them. Oh yeah, the red ones. Almost identical to Hungarian ones, yep. I've noticed those blue bollards while driving in real life in Czechoslovakia, though I've never actually seen them in the game. I don't know if they communicate any meaning. I think they're just bridges and waterways, but I'm not sure. Blue ones are an additional warning against icing on the road. Mainly placed near bridges or near rivers where there's a high risk of icing. There you go. Red ones are in place near forest road crossings, which might be indicated on the map. So like, I guess forest fire kind of warning. Very useful to know. Yeah, always use road lines first, because bollards can sort of spill over borders. But they do, the problem with Scandinavia is the bollards all look very similar, but some of them are actually curved. And don't forget that up here, the black strip is useful as well. So fair point. But they, yeah, again, in intersections, they can be different colours. Now one for all the world? Oh, I think the images would have to be too small. But, yeah, there are different ones for Sweden. There are loads. These all look identical. I don't know how you do it. It's not 80 degrees and 89 degrees. It's not sort of... Basically, let me go back up to the poll. Some of them are obvious, right? Start with Iceland. It's yellow. It's the only one. It's really obvious. Then look at Denmark. It's got a yellow and a red strip. It's obvious. France have these weird round ones. Like, you can start to tell. Poland have got a specific one. Turkey have got a specific one. Some of them don't come up that often. Like, you're not really going to see a Netherlands bollard. You're not going to see a Romanian bollard. They're rare. Bulgarian bollard, rare. but they can be useful. The UK one, Ireland one, are very unique. You know, like learning the Russia ones can be really useful for those areas where you're not sure where you are. I know it gets confusing down here, but that's why I made this, because it does get confusing. And to be able to look at this area and try and tell them apart, it's hard, but that's why I made it. That's why I made it, because it is tricky. And I wanted to highlight that, but have a guide to look at, to use. So yeah, that's why it's there, because it's not easy. This is so interesting. I love that people are enjoying it. Cool, thanks. You're so welcome. The Netherlands has some black ones too in some places. I don't know exactly where. Yeah, it's not exclusive. It's not exclusive. It hasn't got everything. There's loads in France. In Switzerland, they can be different. Yes. That's it. This has convinced me to finally memorize bollards. I love that. That's absolutely perfect. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. Danish guy here. Just want to add ours are yellow on one side and white on the other side. Yep. Bro, no way. Literally, I was thinking yesterday. I was literally thinking about making the exact same map. You beat me to it, lol. Here's a special Czech one. It might be the red one. But again, Belgium has lots of different bollards, so you can't. It's not exclusive. It's an idea, basically. Someone's found a region of Portugal that's got German bollards. Oh dear, that's not good. Yes, so helpful. You're so welcome. The verdict is good in general. Why is there a wasp trying to get in my window? In general, it works. It's not exclusive. Countries have borders. They're joined together. They can vary. But it's a start. It's a starting point. And the obvious ones are the way to start. So I'm glad everyone liked it. And we'll continue to make some more. How is this ever Russia? I'm so confused, by the way. This is like on the border with Georgia. Thoughts? Wow. Russia doesn't even pop into my mind when I look at this. Doesn't even pop into my mind. It looks like Brazil, maybe a Philippines with the banana plantations. I mean, the only clue is the antenna. You have to look at the car and the antenna. That's the only thing that tells you. It looks like it could be North Nigeria or Ghana, like a Kano region. Like, you don't think Russia here. I mean, you've got two, to me, I'd say the license plate is a clue, but it's not, because the areas you're thinking would probably just have plain license plates. The only clues are the car, an antenna, and that pole there that's like off the ground. But still, I don't go Russia here. That might be the hardest round I've seen so far. This place was founded just to dupe Geoguessr players. Let's see what we've got. Essentia Health, St. Mary's, Detroit Lakes. So you go Detroit, and it's not Detroit Lakes, it's in Minnesota. Well, I'm glad I've seen that now, because if it comes up, then I'll know. But Detroit Lakes is in Minnesota, people. I can't get away from Europe. 70% of my games I play is just Europe, help. Yeah, that's not fun. Official Denmark no-move world record took 200 hours of grinding. Oh my goodness. Well, that's very impressive. They got a platinum score, and they got it in 1 minute 20 seconds to get 25k in Denmark. Oh my god. HD the Pro. Was it in moving? It says no move. Wow. It did say no move, didn't it, on the thingy? Wow, that's impressive. Good job. Good job. How do you find the difference between Japan and Taiwan? It's the poles. The poles. Japan have got the vertical black and yellow stickers. Taiwan's are horizontal, hexagonal, diagonal. That's the word. Diagonal. 2 challenges to play. Oh, I might do that. This is quite fun doing this. Anybody else feel a bit of a culture shock while playing? I don't know if culture shock is the right word, but sometimes it feels really strange to see how differently other parts of the world live. I'm not saying that the places are weird, just that it feels like peering into a different world at times. This is also part of why I love Geoguessr though, because I feel like it gives me a look into the cultures I don't often think about. Does anyone else feel this way? Absolutely. Absolutely. It 100% feels like that. Again, it's part of the reason why I love Geoguessr as well. You get to see things and have a greater appreciation for the whole planet and the way other people have to live or choose to live, and all the different scenarios. It shows you countries that look very appealing and countries that don't look very appealing, and it does make you think more, you know, about the human race and all the stuff that we go through. 100%. Oh dear. How's that happened? A victory with 0 points. Oh, did he like win a game but got no points for it? Oh, that is sucks. That's something that would happen to me. I feel your pain. That would happen to me live. 100%. This is a dumb question. It's not a dumb question. Question about the World Cup. After watching the grand finals, I started wondering if the commentary was broadcasted to the audience. It was. It seems like the audience reacted to some of the commentary, and since commentators give guesses themselves, that could interfere with the players. That's why they wear headphones. So they have the double headphones. The players have the white headphones and then the overhead headphones, which I think are probably like noise cancelling. But yes, the audience could hear the commentary as well, because they were just sort of above them on a little platform. But yeah, the players have headphones on to prevent that from happening. Switzerland, Japan 50-50, one of my least favourite things to do. It is so hard, honestly. I had one just the other day. I think it might have been yesterday. Number 2 ranked chess player in the world and the largest chess streamer posted a Geoguessr video. Oh, might have to watch that. I don't know much about competitive chess. That could be fun. New train meta? Guess where? There are Switzerland trains and India trains. I don't know where this one is. I mean, it almost looks like a US forest, but the train does not look like that. I guess it's somewhere Asia? I don't know. Where's people saying it is? Sri Lanka. See, there's an India one too. That's Sri Lanka. Oh, good to know. We need to use this page more often, 100%. First time seeing this kind of glitch in some areas. I mean, it looks like Malaysian language, so I guess you could figure it out from that. Wow, what a game. That's impressive. Australia let you down there. Got to work on your Australia. Netherlands is getting updated. Oh, someone spotted cameras. Nice. Got an office on Geoguessr. It looks like it could be the UK based on the architecture. Wow. Is there more pictures? Oh, there is. Wow. Talk about a plain office. Not a lot going on in there. No one's commented, so we don't know where it is. Please tell me I'm not the only one who keeps making this mistake. Oh, yeah, we've all been there. I did it just the other day as well. Switched last minute because I thought I hadn't considered South Africa and it was Australia. Sucks. Western Australia and Southern Australia, like the left half, looks so much like South Africa sometimes. And I've been in a town in South Africa and been convinced it was Australia. So I feel your pain. I feel the pain. I really, really do. Right, I think I will call it there for today. That is enough Redditing. There's some good stuff on there, some really good stuff, and I like how educational it is. And also amazing to see all of the feedback and the likes on my post. I hope everyone finds it useful. As I said, disclaimer, not exhaustive list. There are other bollards out there. Some bollards are funky, but it's a guide. It's a beginner's guide. So I hope you can find it useful. I've also posted it over on my Twitter, and I will continue to make some content and resources for you guys and post them. Twitter is @Vionics on Twitch if you're interested. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this first look at the Geoguessr Reddit. I'm sure we will do more. I'll maybe aim to do one monthly or so, seeing how much content gets posted on the page. But it would be good to cover all of it. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye for now.